I thought I was just feeling under the weather. I can't remember exactly when it started, or what I was doing when it came. It was like one day I turned around and it was there, following me. It made normal things in life much more difficult and cast a shadow over everything. I thought if I ignored it, it'd go away. It didn't. Some days I felt like my old self. Some days I felt things were getting easier, like it was beginning to clear, only for it to descend again. Darker, thicker, with me right in the middle of it. But going down was much easier than climbing back up again. It made me feel sad, helpless, and alone. I was drained of life and feeling. Things that used to interest me no longer did. Work overwhelmed me, and I found it difficult to concentrate. I snapped at everyone around me. It disturbed my sleep, dampened things in the bedroom. It affected my appetite, and I started to drink more, so I didn't have to think. But it didn't make any difference. I needed someone to help, but nobody knew, because I tried to hide how I was feeling. The last thing I wanted was to be found out. I thought they'd just all laugh. So I kept quiet and tried to carry on as normal. I was still me. I just wasn't myself, and I couldn't see a way out. Then something changed. One of my mates at work said I didn't seem myself. I was scared how he'd react, but I took a chance and told him a bit about how I was feeling. Now, looking back, it was the best thing I could have done. Just having him listen was a great relief. He suggested calling the Network Rail Employee Assistance Helpline. They gave me some helpful advice and suggested I speak to my doctor. She told me that different things work for different people and helped me understand how small changes in my routine could make a real difference. I started to exercise more, as she said it was one of the best things I could do to improve my mood. I started eating a bit healthier and cut down on my drinking as well. Over time, they all started to turn things around. And by talking more to the people around me, I began to feel like me again. There are still times when things can feel a little dark, but in getting help, I also found new tools so I could spot the signs and stop the downward spiral. Suddenly, I didn't feel so alone. I found out depression can affect anyone, no matter who you are. You know, every year, 1 in 4 people will suffer from a mental health issue like depression. I've now learned to live with the changes in the weather, and although not every day is bright and sunny, it is a lot better than before. And I always remember that when things get tough, it will pass. You don't have to spend your whole life under a cloud.